Well, hello, my loves. I thought maybe we would have a chat. I thought maybe we would have a chat on the 4 different relationships of spirit. Sorry, my phone's going off again. There are 4 different types of relationships when it comes into the spirituality of things. There's your karmic relationship, there's your soulmate relationship, there's your twin flame relationship, and then there's a family relationship. So in this video, I thought we would take on the 2 biggies. The difference between a soulmate relationship and a twin flame relationship. The two can get very confused. There's only one small thing that actually kind of makes them different. And this would be a part 1. Hold on. Okay, so soulmate versus twin flame. And there goes my phone again. They can wait for a minute. The soulmate relationship is with anybody or anything, including animal, that you have a soul connection with. They are not a twin flame. This could be a friend, your dog, your cat, a bird, your husband or your wife, your mate. It could be almost anybody, which is way different than the twin flame. Now, when people ask me to do a reading on the soulmate, I have to give my head a shake and say, oh, they're talking about a relationship, a love relationship. I have had to stop myself from asking, well, you're probably already in one. And then I get in trouble. So the soulmate is anybody or anything that you have a connection with on a soul level. It's just an understanding, a knowing. When you meet somebody for the first time, and this can kind of go into the soul family thing too, but we'll do the soul family later. And it's like you've known each other forever. There's a soulmate connection. There's probably pretty much guaranteed there is some past life history there as well. A lot of my soulmates I know I've had past lives with. And so that understanding comes from that, as well as we are probably that soul connection, that understanding, where we accept each other for who we are, love each other no matter what. And this day and age seems to be getting more and more rare. Now we get into the twin flame. Twin flame is a whole different kettle of fish. The twin flame can be mistaken for soulmate. They can be mistaken for, oh my Lord, family, spiritual family. They are a different breed, but they can be mistaken for almost anything, even karmic. We'll get into that, karmic and family, on the next video. The twin flame, there is a psychic connection. Some have a twin flame, some do not. When it comes into the soulmate, we all have soulmates. Okay, twin flame, not so much. The story behind this, now the twin flame is actually a relatively new term and a new understanding. But the twin flame is the other half of our soul. So the soul gets so old and has gone through so much, has learned through so much, that it decides, to get it over and done with, it's going to split in two. And it's always a male female. Okay? It's never a male male, never a female female. It's always a female and a male. And that way, one soul goes off as a male, learn their lessons, learn the experience, what they need to learn, and the female does the same thing in the female form. And that's how that works. So when I say, well, my twin flame's a woman, no, sorry, it's a male. Or it's a female. But that way we learn the double the lessons and experiences at the same time. the story is once we go into spirit world is when the souls meet up again and they join together, becoming one soul. It gets complicated from there. I can go into it. That's not the issue. Now, when it comes into marriage, it comes into having relationships. There is so much in common between the two, the soulmate, that it's really hard to distinguish one from the other. You become bonded, but that bonded actually reacts not in a good way. The reason being is because being the other half of your soul, you're going to see your strengths and weaknesses every day. And that can get, both of you can, and that can get a little hard. This is why, unless you're an independent, it doesn't work. If you're an independent from, you can live your life, there's not that psychic connection or very little of that psychic connection. Live independently, this type of thing, then it can work because then you're not looking for your weaknesses or your strengths. But our soul, our twin flames, teach us to love ourselves for the good and the bad. There is that soul, twin flame connection, that psychic sense. You know what they're going through. You can hear them. They come in your dreams. You know what's going on in their life and nobody's had to tell you. That psychic connection is definitely there. There's check-ins, which means they will check in with you, or you will check in with them. Or if you feel there is something wrong or know there's something wrong, then there's that check-in. Just to let you know that you have somebody there. It has been said that if one soul, I did it again, if one twin flame goes into spirit world, they both go. That's a fallacy. That's not true. The reason why I know this because mine is in spirit world and I'm still here. But the connection has been broken. We are becoming independents. And that goes into another whole thing. So there is a lot to the twin flame. I had somebody ask me one time, why do I see my twin flame all the time? You see them because all the time, because there's something left unsaid or something left undone. And in time, that could become clear or not, or it will come up. So that would be the twin flame. The twin flame is the two souls and living on their own kind of thing. When the twin flames do come together, it's amazing because they may change. As a couple, they may change. It's rare, but it can happen. Like I said before, we don't all have twin flames. The younger souls haven't lived enough lives or experienced enough things to, sorry, allergies, to have that ability to have that twin flame. But they do have soulmates. So I hope that clears up a whole lot. I know I went on about the twin flame. If you have any questions about the soulmates versus twin flame, please let me know and I will do everything I can to answer. But don't mistake the twin flame from the soulmate because they are completely different. The one thing that is the disconnection is that psychic ability between the two souls. Just knowing what's happening to each other. Oh, and the other thing I have to mention, if you do meet up with your twin flame, there's always going to be a runner and a chaser. And then that'll switch. And then the other one that was a chaser is now a runner, and it's just weird. Anyway, my loves, love you lots, and I will talk to you again soon. Number 2 will be put up hopefully sometime soon. Take care. Bye for now.